Merry Christmas, YouTubers from No Worries RVing. Today is the day before Christmas Eve, and we're about an hour outside of Cleveland, so we decided to knock off a bucket list item and visit the Christmas Story house where much of the favorite film was shot. Being so close to Christmas, we expected a large crowd, and the weather was fairly nice. This is Cleveland in winter, after all. So we plunged ahead and traveled up in our truck and stood in a long line to buy tickets to the museum. When you first come in the house, you see this familiar hall tree from the movie. And then we see Dad's reclining or easy chair with his hat. And then the radio that they listen to Orphan Annie on. And the bowling, that is a bowling trophy on top. I don't know if that came through in the movie or not. Here's the desk that I think the dad hid the Red Ryder behind during the movie. They have one just propped up in the corner there. And of course the major award the dad won. And there's a major award in the front window. Familiar scene. And there it is in its full glory. And they had another one in the corner. There's a familiar plug-in with all the electrical outlets plugged into it. Here's the Christmas tree from the show. And some of the toys the boys opened and the bowling ball that Dad got. As you walk through the house, you'll notice it's fairly small. You kind of imagine it a little larger, but it was really small. And of course, here's the bathroom that Ralphie got to taste the Lifebuoy soap. And that's where he did his decoding after he got his decoder ring in the mail. And kind of a tar surprise, we looked underneath the paper, and there was a decoder ring right there in the bathroom. Here's the boys' bedroom. They had a Wizard of Oz poster there, and a Red Ryder poster above Ralphie's bed, and another Red Ryder. Some of the books that were in the movie on the shelf. As you leave the house, you go through the kitchen and where the movie was shot. There's under the sink where Randy spent some of his time. Here's outside the house, backyard. Went across the street to the museum. There's one of the Red Ryders. Here's Randy's outfit that he wore and he couldn't move his arms. Here's some of the production shots, still shots, when they filmed the movie here. Some of the outfits that were worn in the movies. These are considered costumes, I suppose. Ralphie's familiar coat and hat that he wore. There's the mailbox that he checked every day until he got his decoder ring. We think these are some of the toys from the Higbee's window when the boys were in shopping in town and they saw the toys. Some of the other outfits from the movie. Here's some of the original scripts that were used during the movie. Here's a picture of the guy who built a box. He took it with him to Chicago about 3 years ago. It was actually his. He built it for the movie and took it with him. There's a simplicity pattern for the rabbit outfit that Ralphie was given. There's Randy's bib. from the scene where he's eating like a pig. Here's Mom's bathrobe from the movie. Familiar, she wore that quite often in the show. Here's the costumes the bandits wore that Ralphie was shooting at with his Red Ryder. Here's somebody dressed up as the bunny. Here's the blackboard that Mrs. Shields wrote Ralphie's grade on. There's the mechanical mouse that all the kids had as a prank that she collected. These are costumes from a scene that was actually cut. That's Flash Gordon and some other enemy that he had. And outside the museum, they actually had a fire truck like the one they had in the movie where they came and saved the boy who had his tongue on the pole. So this concludes our trip to the Christmas Story house up in Cleveland. From us at No Worries RV, we sure hope you enjoyed a little trip down memory lane. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we hope to be updating some more travel logs shortly. So from us to you, Merry Christmas.